What is it with these mountains? They keep coming down. Now in Italy, in the Dolomites, it was, for now, I would say, at least a near disaster, very close to disaster, but we don't know yet because rescue teams are present and they're searching and they're trying to find out more. But it reminds us of Blatten. It was a huge landslide with a lot of dust, and we see a video where the dust is spreading through the valley, and it was a near miss as it looks for now. So it was a major landslide at the Croda Marcora, and the dust cloud has reached a state road, a road to the town of Cortina. That just happened Saturday afternoon. And it was a massive rock slide, and the area is called the Belluno Dolomites. And it was descending from the southern flank of the Croda Marcora mountain. And that's quite a tall mountain as well. It is 3,154 meters high, the Dolomites. That's an impressive mountain range. So very large amounts of rock and earth and debris was ejected from the mountain. They call it the Sorapis Massif. It's about San Vito di Cadore. It's above San Vito di Cadore. So that's why that massive dust cloud was visible for miles and miles and has even reached the State Road 51, Alemannia State Road 51. Alemannia means Germany, which connects Cortina d'Ampezzo to the south. Right now, the rescue service, the Veneto Mountain Rescue Service, is deployed with several teams. So far, and let's hope it remains that way. There have been no reports of possible victims of this natural disaster. We have to call it a natural disaster already. So the area surrounding this landslide, hopefully the dust has settled a little bit, continues to be searched for hikers, climbers who may have gotten into trouble, who may have been near that landslide on the mountain. Because unfortunately, there are several popular hiking trails that run through this affected area of this landslide. And again, if we see how this landslide is rushing down the mountain, in Blatten it only took 40 seconds to come down in this massive cloud of dust. My thoughts was, wow, that looks like 9/11, but it also looks like a pyroclastic flow. I also said it, what Etna has produced a few days ago, that looked similar, and that in the mountain. So only a few hundred meters, it missed a settlement. Otherwise, it would have been the same disaster, a similar disaster like in Switzerland in Blatten, where the whole village was buried by a massive rock slide and glacier collapse. Missed it only by just a few hundred meters. That's not far. So there's no official information at the moment what might have caused that massive rock slide, but we had also there, like in Switzerland, we had a lot of rain, repeating rainfall, and also thawing of snow, of course, spring, summer's coming, but there's also tectonic pressures in the area. All that together, one or the other or all together, could trigger these massive movements of large amounts of rocks, like making the summits and the tops of these mountains crumbling. In the Dolomites, because they're higher, there could also be the melting of permafrost that could be an issue. It was most likely an issue in Blatten, where the rocks have been held together by this amount of ice. Okay, the tectonic pressures in the Dolomites in Italy, you might wonder, what is this? There's no subduction zone or anything. But there is tectonic pressure. It's less intense than in major subduction zones or like in big rift areas, of course. But the Dolomites are geologically active. It's an active mountain range because they are positioned on the broader, how it's called, alpine orogenic belt. And that belt is formed from the collision of two tectonic plates. The African and the Eurasian plates are colliding there. So it's northeastern Italy. It's part of the southern limestone Alps. And the African plate continues to push northwards into Europe at a slow rate, 1 to 2 centimeters per year, but it's causing ongoing crustal compression. So the Dolomites lie on the southern margin of the Alps. There's north-south compression because of this Africa-Eurasia convergence. The area has also moderately seismic activity, but each trembling also can loosen material on mountains. But all the earthquakes that occur in that area are typically low to moderate magnitude. So we have, as a common hazard in this area, we have rock falls and landslides that are sometimes tectonically induced. And in 2021, there has also been a large rock slope collapse from Punta de Ros, like Croda Marcora, already, and you see it in these videos. That was also quite substantial. Has also produced a lot of dust. So this area is prone to what happened just today. So basically this today has happened between two settlements, San Vito di Cadore and between Cortina. The population that lives in that valley, it seems to have been narrowly spared today. It has been spared major consequences as it looks so far. But there's a difference. When the landslide in Blatten came down, the residents had been evacuated because they were expecting something to happen. They didn't expect that everything would come down at once. But here in this area, there was no warning. Nobody was evacuated. Nothing prior to the event. So that hopefully it remains like this, that no one was injured, was just plain luck. Just luck. So I will keep you updated about this, guys. If you're interested in landslides, they're happening so often right now. Check out my videos about Blatten, but also there's something in Germany. There's something in Austria, and I have just reported about a rock fall that could happen, probably become Norway's biggest disaster, because that's not only a mountain coming down, it's getting into a fjord and could trigger a massive tsunami that could wipe out settlements. So crazy, guys. Today I was planning to report about volcanoes, but then this came. So I wanted to let you know ASAP. So if this is a developing story, if I find out more, I will let you know right away, guys. If you want to support the channel, I have a Buy Me a Coffee site. Link is in the description. If you want to become a supporting channel member, also click the join button. Link is in the description, guys. And I hope you're safe, and I hope you're having a great day. See you very soon. Bye-bye.